Okay, welcome back. A very good morning to all of you students. Now in our today's video we are going to discuss about the topic all the processes which are involved in nutrition. Okay, now in our previous video we have seen how different types of organisms, they have different modes of taking enough food, isn't it? So we are dealing with the topic nutrition in animals, and we will see what are the processes which are involved during the process of nutrition. So nutrition itself is a very complex process, because the definition of nutrition is to obtain the food and then utilize that food within our body. That is called nutrition. Now nutrition involves some steps. Okay, let us see those steps, and today we will discuss one by one what are the various steps which are involved during the process of nutrition. Okay, so nutrition involves the following processes. Please remember: ingestion, digestion, absorption, assimilation, and ingestion. So these are the 5 important steps which are involved during the process of nutrition. Now ingestion, please see the spelling: ingestion, and the last one is egestion. Okay, in means to take in and egestion means removal. So please don't confuse. One more point is there: absorption. See the spelling of absorption. Okay, S-O-R-P, A-B-S-O-R-P-T-I-O-N, absorption. Whereas absorbed food is B. Here we write B, absorbed food, but here we write absorption. Okay, so there are some technical, technical things are there that you should take care of. Okay, so let us start with ingestion. The first step that is involved during the process of nutrition is ingestion. Now in our previous video we have already seen how different other types of organisms, they take in food. Like we human beings, we also take the food, wholesome food, by the help of a hand, put it in our mouth, and then by the help of our teeth we chew them, by the help of our salivary glands we soften them, and by the help of our tongue we mix them and then swallow the food. Okay, so that is called ingestion. That means taking enough food or procuring food. That process or that act of eating is called ingestion. Okay, putting the food inside the body, because you know the food consists of various nutrients which help in different activities. For example, help us to grow and develop. They give us energy. From food only we get energy. They help us to fight against diseases, okay, repair the body tissues, etc. So that act of eating is called ingestion. Okay, then just after ingestion, the next process is digestion. Okay, don't intermix these processes, they are serial wise. So first is ingestion, then comes digestion. Now during the process of digestion, what happens when we eat the food? After swallowing, you know, the food passes through the esophagus, then it comes to the stomach. Okay, let me show you by the help of another simple diagram. That is the diagram of the alimentary canal. So after eating the food, it comes through the food pipe into the stomach, isn't it? After digestion in the stomach, then it slowly passes to the small intestine, and then from the small intestine it passes through to the large intestine, and then finally the waste is removed or expelled out of the body. Okay, so here in the stomach there are different types of enzymes. Also, not only the stomach, the liver makes bile salts that helps in digestion of fat. Okay, pancreatic juices are released by pancreas. Again, intestinal juices are released by the intestine. So enzymes released by stomach, by pancreas, and by the small intestine, they all help in digestion of food. So that process is called digestion. So complete digestion, please remember, complete digestion takes place in the small intestine in our body. Although digestion starts in the mouth, because salivary glands are present which releases saliva, okay, that helps in digestion of carbohydrate type of food. So although digestion starts in a mouth, but actual digestion takes place in the small intestine. Okay, majority of digestion also takes place in the stomach, but complete digestion takes place in the small intestine. Please remember that. So during the process of digestion, the food is broken down. Mind you, digestion means breaking down of complex organic food into simple inorganics by the help of enzymes. That means all the complex food like carbohydrates, proteins and fats, vitamins and minerals. These are complex food. Our body cells cannot take them and utilize them to produce energy. So they must be broken into simple inorganics, and then only they should be absorbed by the intestine, okay, into the body fluid, from where they are carried to the tissues. So what is the second step? That is digestion. Digestion is the breakdown of food, okay, breakdown of food. What kind of food? Complex food into simple food by the help of enzymes inside our body, okay. Starts with the mouth, then the stomach, then the small intestine, where complete digestion takes place, okay. Now after digestion is absorption. Absorption means that digested food now must be passed to the body fluid, that is blood. You must know, or you will learn in your next classes, that the intestine has some finger-like projections which are called villi. These villi, they help in absorbing the soluble substances from the small intestine and pass it to the blood, okay. And then blood carries these soluble inorganic substances which are in simple form to each and every cell and tissue of our body, so that they can be utilized by our cells, okay. So that process is called absorption, in which the digested food is passed to the body fluid and then it will be carried away, okay. That is called absorption. After absorption comes assimilation. Assimilation means again that absorbed food must be utilized by the body tissues. That process is called assimilation. That means the soluble substances which are carried by blood, they are now deposited or they are distributed to the body cells or tissues. These body cells, they utilize that food, okay, and in presence of oxygen, food is converted into energy. We have already read about respiration in class 6 also, that food is broken down in presence of oxygen in the cells. That process is called respiration. During respiration, energy is evolved, okay. So this process is the one in which absorbed food is utilized to get energy. So assimilation. And the last, after assimilation, the last step is ingestion. That means removal of unwanted waste food particles. Now if you see once again ingestion, if you see the diagram of the digestive system once again, so here you will see that once the food is completely absorbed by the villi or body fluid, then it passes to the large intestine, and from where it is expelled out of the body. So in the large intestine, the food is no more food, because absorption will not take place. So the food has now been converted into waste product that must be removed from our body, okay. That final process is called ingestion. So removal of waste particles of food through our body, through the anus, that is called ingestion, okay. So we will study about the whole process of nutrition in the human by the help of diagram also. But for today's video, please remember that there are 5 steps in the process of nutrition: ingestion, digestion, absorption, assimilation and ingestion, okay. I will upload the summary also. Please write down the summary, learn it and try to understand. Thank you so much for watching this video.